Hi guys, welcome to my 18-week pregnancy video. I'm 18 weeks, 6 days today. 5 days, 18 weeks, 5 days. I'm sitting here watching the kids in the bath. That's all the chaos going on. They're using their Bayo products. A little shout out to Bayo and Sarah Olsen and Anna Schaefer. Life is pretty good. We've had a very interesting week. There's been a lot going on, especially here for us in California. There've been some devastating fires. I'm sure you've all heard about it. I've had a lot of people from Australia texting and reaching out and making sure that we're okay, and we are lucky enough that we are far from the fires, but I was close-ish down that way today. I was visiting Sarah, and her home is actually closer to Malibu. It's about 10 minutes away from where the fires are. And it started feeling really eerie and really sad as I was driving further and further towards it, and you can see the big smoke cloud. And it's just so terrifying to think about what these families have been through. It's really hard to talk about something serious when my 2-year-old is giggling his head off to the side. But, you know, people have lost their homes, their livelihood. People have lost their lives. They have lost their pets, animals. And I think, you know, sometimes you say, or I've heard people saying, well, at least, you know, they got out and they're safe. And I agree. I think that's absolutely the most important thing, obviously. And people will rebuild and they will pick up where they need to, but still the idea of losing a home where you have built so many memories and it's your children have grown up there, and oh my god, I don't want to discount the fact that that's really challenging for people to do, to just say goodbye to a place where it means so much to someone. It's not just a house, it's somebody's home. And for some of these people, they've lived in those homes for many, many, many years. So we've been thinking a lot about them and figuring out ways to bring aid for the firefighters and people who have lost their homes. And so we've been very focused on those relief efforts this week. This is the juxtaposition of life, right? Something so incredibly sad can be happening, and then somewhere else in the world, you're interrupted by the sounds of children and joyful laughter, and, you know, the contrast is so interesting. But it's something to think about. And then we had the shooting this week too, which is, trying to be a bit quiet about it, but I've already heard about it through someone at school, and so there's been a lot of difficult questions and asking if America is safe, and so that's been hard to navigate. A lot of big emotions going on, and it's hard when you have children and you don't know how much of that to share with them, and what to hold back. And I've just been finding that I try and answer his questions as truthfully as I can, but I don't give extra information, and also trying to steer the focus away from, you know, any sort of fear-based place he might find himself in. So anyway, that has been the week. It's been a really hard week for people here in California and around the world, but what I love is that even amongst all of this, there's beauty. There are wonderful things that we're seeing. We're seeing community. We're seeing people banding together and showing support, and, you know, fostering animals and taking people into their homes, and, you know, raising money for the victims of, you know, the families of the victims at the shooting. And, you know, it's that thing that they say is, when you're feeling disheartened and scared and afraid because there's so much atrocity in the world, look for the helpers. So we've been really focusing on trying to put positive spin on things for the kids. So for instance, like all the wonderful people helping, the firefighters, let's foster animals. We were going to foster some animals. We found out that they didn't need us to foster. But we were like, we should take some animals in. Like, why don't we create care packages for people? And so trying to get them involved in a way where they feel that they can be of service and feel good about what they're doing, so that they're not sitting in a place of fear. And it's really hard as a parent to navigate that and to figure out how much to tell your children and what not to talk to them about. So that's been a lot of this week. And then in amongst that, I'm of course growing new life and have a little baby in here, and she keeps reminding me that she's in here. She's knocking on my belly and doing prods and pokes, and definitely I'm feeling her. I'm really feeling her. She's strong, but everything's still pretty muted compared to the boys at this week. I think at 18 weeks or almost 19 weeks, I was feeling them a lot more than I'm feeling her, and it's because of the position of my placenta. So that's definitely taking some getting used to, and trying not to freak out when I have a few days of not feeling her so much. Today I didn't feel her that much. Yesterday I didn't feel her that much. So I was drinking cold drinks, and then every now and then I'd feel a little something. But I use my home Doppler again just to hear her heartbeat for the extra just reassurance. And next week I have my 20 week on the 19th. Is that next week? I don't even know where we're at. Yes, in 1 week I have my 20 week scan. And that's a big one because that goes through everything to see if she's healthy and how she's looking, and I get really nervous for those big scans. I think it's called the 20 week anatomy scan. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna try not to stress. I'm sure it's fine. I can definitely feel her. I know she's doing good in there. And then to think that I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy is nuts. That has gone so fast. I think from week 14 through to now almost 19 weeks has just flown by. The first trimester always really drags on, and then the second trimester, at least the first half of it, feels like it goes by really fast. So I just can't believe it. I can't believe that in 20 weeks or so we're gonna meet her, or 22 weeks. You should probably be late, like Forrest. And I've been thinking a lot about the birth and the idea of having the boys present. I really wanted Bodhi to be there for Forrest's birth, and he would have been, but Forrest came so fast. An active labor for me was about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I just went, obviously I had started at 4 centimeters dilated with Forrest, and I was like 4 centimeters for days and days without any contractions. And then I went from 4 to 10 in a matter of an hour or two. The overall labor was 3 hours. So I know this time around she's gonna be, who knows, every labor is different, and it'd be really cool if you can, in like 2 more minutes, okay buddy? Be really cool if you guys could tell me how your third labor differed from your second, and if it was faster or slower. I might actually write that on my Instagram and see what you guys think. And maybe you can give me some advice about that, because I'm trying to figure out like how do I get to the hospital on time and get the kids, and but we're gonna have, my mum's gonna be there, my 2 best friends, Kat and Claire, are gonna be with me. One or both of them will be pregnant by that point, I'm sure. They're both trying to get pregnant right now. I'm gonna have like my 2 friends who are probably pregnant, and then my mum, and hopefully that'll be good, and they'll be able to sort of switch in and out with the kids and make sure that they're feeling good. And I assume they're not going to be with me at the birth center for that long. With Forrest, I was at the birth center actually in labor for 15 minutes before the baby came. So we'll see. I don't know how different it's going to be. That's the amazing thing about birth. It's always very different. But instinctively, I feel like she's going to come fast. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to have the boys there, and they've really shown an interest in it. Forrest, who knows how he's going to do. He'll be 2 years, 4 months by that point. But at least we'll have someone there to be able to take him in and out, just like feel how he is and what his needs are, and meet his needs as they arise. I'll quickly show you my belly, and then I'm going to get these guys out. Yes? Oh, he did. This mummy will come and talk to him about it. Hey, Forrest, we don't throw our toys. Toys are for playing. Here's the belly. Yeah. Toys are for playing, my boy. Sorry. Someone rang. It was Postmates. I'm really out of breath because I had to run up the stairs. Our food has been delivered. I'm going to get the boys out of the bath. We're going to eat some food. And then I'm off to have a mum's dinner with a group of my friends. All right, guys. Sending love. Mwah. Thinking of you all. Hope you're doing great. And I will see you. Yes? And did you use your words and say, I don't want to be splashed right now? No, you can try using your words with him. He understands you, buddy. Okay, I gotta go. Mwah. Bye.